Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of GT7. We are doing the circuit experience of Blue Moon Bay Speedway, I think it's called. I looked it up in between episodes because it did look quite realistic to me, like it could be a real life circuit, but as I thought, it is indeed a fictional circuit. I started doubting a bit. That was introduced in Gran Turismo Sport, so it's a relatively new circuit, new factual one, not like Dragon Trail or Trial Mountain that are really the oldies. But yeah, this is a newer fictional circuit. In the previous episode we did the full course, now we will be doing the Infield. So let's check it out, and also before starting, let's check a little bit whether we will have some nice shots in this menu once the menu interface disappears, because this is that new infield part, and with these shots it can be quite nice to if the interface disappears. It shoots, normally it does, but suddenly it does not over here. Anyways, these outside shots, they do provide a bit of a nice sense of corners, how sharp they are, how they interconnect to the bigger track layout, how they fit in there, so that's nice. Although I really don't have, maybe I should go, that's it, I have to go one menu deeper. So really just before the start button, this is where the interface should disappear now, if I'm not mistaken. Still, it takes 10-20 seconds. Here we go, no more interface. So this is the infield section, and then you go right, and then I think there are 3 left turns, and then you exit from the infield back to the outside, the big oval of the full course. So let's see if there are a couple of other shots that provide some clues. Of course, I'm playing without a HUD, no track map or anything on screen. Here, this one, so there's indeed like this hairpin. And then after the hairpin, I think there are 3 left corners, and then you exit back over here onto the real track, so to say. Alright, I do think I have quite a picture of what the layout is. Curious about the car. Alright, so this is new. You know what, I will just take it a little bit easy just to feel it out. Here's banking. So you can go quite quick over here. Then that one is pretty sharp. Right, let's start to brake at the 100. No, that's too early. I should have gotten onto the apex much closer, I think, and then you can use all this track width to keep your speed up. And we go over here. This, I think, is the hairpin. No, this is not the hairpin. The hairpin is after over there. Hairpin is the next corner. Alright, so it's actually quite technical, I would say. Here it's a matter of getting to the inside quickly. Yeah. I think you have to get in slowly, and then once you hit the inside apex, immediately is a really tricky corner. But once you clip the apex, then immediately get on the gas and go wide and accelerate out. But man, this this car really understeers, just like the Dodge Viper. And there I need to brake much earlier. I don't really see any brake markers for that second corner. There was a 100-meter sign. Right, we need that full seconds. Oh shit, wrong button. Quite a tricky section, I must say. Especially this corner, keeping your speed up. God damn it. Going wide, some other sucker. Like I took too much speed out. Oh. God damn it. So you really can cut those curves in those sharp bends. Come on, no more kidding around. This first corner, I have no idea how to take it, to be honest. You would think that the banking actually allows you to stabilize the car, but it actually unsettles the car once on that exit. That was almost it. Now it's really a matter of coasting through that intersection in fourth. I didn't even brake that much in those last corners, or at all. It was mostly coasting. Right, barely enough, but it was enough. Don't really like this section in the car combination. Sector 2, that will be the right corner, that's the one that we just did. Then a straight, then a hairpin to the right, and one faint left, and then a 90-degree left. brake way before the 50-meter marker. That's a really slow corner. This car spins out easily. Of course, I don't have traction control on. That hard, it's just that I'm not familiar with the Porsches. That last corner, I think I'm leaving too much on the table there, speed-wise. Right, there we go. Was not expecting that to be a gold run, but it was. Very nice. And then the last one should be fairly easy. That's just back onto the main track. Yes, that's after the two left-handers. We will have one, what's that? 80-degree left-hander and then back onto the outfields. There we go. You can really abuse the curb over there. Abuse the curb a little bit more. I do like this car somehow. It's not that bad. I just tried to not brake and only coast, but that didn't work. So you do need to brake a little bit. Or maybe I'm just... let's just go with it. I thought maybe I'm braking too early. I'm braking at the 50-meter marker. maybe this is good enough either way. Yes, it is. Alright, so it is. So now let's do the full lap attack. Right, this is quite a tricky lap, I would say. Especially these corners, they're pretty blind corners, so to say. God damn it. That infield section where you have to coast through those couple of corners, that really feels a little bit tricky, and you may have to first corner I may have to shift down a little bit more. Kept it in fourth, maybe I should go third over there. Right, first full attempt bolts. Was not expecting that, so that's a pretty lenient time. Very nice. Making some progress finally after the Le Mans circuit experience 2 episodes ago. That really took like hours and hours to get through. Let's quickly watch the replay and we'll share my braking points. So this is all full throttle, and once I'm crossing the yellow line, it's a little bit before it's braking hard, and here I go back to fourth, but I think maybe you could also go back third. Try to keep, the car really wants to go wide, but try to hug the blue and white inside curb, so that approximately over here you can already get on the gas. And I'm now in 5k RPM. It's not even that low in the RPM, but maybe in third you could have a quicker acceleration out of it. I'm not quite sure, but try to accelerate from this point onwards. Especially if you're in third here, or I'm not even sure whether you can be in third here. If this is already 6k in fourth, probably you're hitting the rev limiter once you are in third at this point. So probably you will also be in fourth here. Be aware that the car can, if you're having a lot of steering input here, the car could spin out because of this incline, this camber change. So that is something to keep in mind. Then the 100 marker, just brake a little bit and maybe trail brake a bit. So start steering in, but also keep your foot a little bit on the brake to keep a little bit of weight on the front end of the car. So that you have more steering grip, so to say, but it's not like full on braking. And then just coast through the corner in fourth. Here you can apply the accelerator again, and here, yeah, I just do it by feel, but now I see there's like this little road to the left you can maybe use as a marker. No, you need to brake a bit later. But let's say over here, again, a little bit of braking, a little bit of trail braking, keep some weight while you're steering in on the front wheels by applying a slight bit of brake. And then you can really abuse these curbs. I think, yeah, you can just totally drive over them. Again, coast through this corner until you are straight enough to apply the accelerator. Here, just hug the inside to keep the distance minimized. And over here, once you pass the shadow of the bridge, so a little bit in between the 100 and the 50 meter markers, brake hard, back to seconds, very slow and also long corner. Be wary not to apply the accelerator too much while you still have a lot of steering input, because the car will spin out. So really very gradually apply the throttle to avoid spinning out. And over here it's just full on acceleration, and then over here I'm not even sure where I brake. I think somewhere around here. Back to seconds. Take quite some speed out of the car, and again, just like the previous corner after the hairpin, very gently apply throttle to avoid spinning out, and here it's full throttle. Then over here, 50 meter marker approximately, I applied a little bit of braking to also get the nose to the shift to the weight to the nose of the car, steer in, again abuse the curbs, you can just really cut that corner. Then here it's just, from here on it's just full throttle until the start finish line. Show it without commentary one more time. Just for the fun of it from the outside. Always the big part of me of Gran Turismo single player campaign is watching the amazing replays. All the way back to GT3 A-Spec, GT4. Replays are just as much Gran Turismo to me as the driving is. Pretty cool sound, this car. And there we go. pretty fun little tests. And that pretty much concludes this episode. Unfortunately can't make them too long because YouTube has a big problem with processing big long videos, big files in HDR, so I need to keep the file size down a bit. Next episode we will be doing the last track that is now opened up where by the way, are there also demos for circuit experiences? No, I don't see any demos. I've read online that people say, yeah, you have to follow the demo. I don't see it. Maybe they mean the ghost car or something. No idea. Anyways, what was I saying? Yes, there's one other track that is now opened up, of which we did not yet do the circuit experience, and that is Willow Springs International Raceway, which is on the agenda for the next episodes. I think there are, I thought there were more variations. There are only 3 variations, but anyways, yeah, 3 circuit experiences, all paying 500k, so that's not that much, so I hope it will not be too difficult. Other circuit experiences, the harder ones, they pay 1 million, all gold. Although maybe it's lower here because you have 3 in total. So yeah, that basically means 1.5 million if you gold everything, but it's also a lot more work than other circuit experiences who just have one variant of the track. So I do think that the lower amount is not so much lower because of the work involved, but also maybe because it's hopefully a bit easier. Hopefully the times will be pretty okay-ish. We will be doing that in the next episode, guys. Hope to see you there. For the meantime, do not forget always to keep on gaming. Later.